Hello guys, today I am reviewing Heavenly Sword. This is not a great game. It's alright, but it kind of had, this whole shtick back in the day, like, oh, these are super realistic graphics, this is kind of, the next evolution of gameplay. And so what really kind of got this game for its marketing budget is that they kind of said, oh, well, this is like a game that's like a movie. And it was a PlayStation exclusive. And they're like, oh, it's like a movie. It's so intense and whatever. And so back in the day, graphics and gameplay and stories were already part of the gaming landscape. But now with kind of more realistic graphics, people were like, oh, no, it's gonna be totally different. And this tone and style of the game is going to be something more akin to like a Lord of the Rings or whatever kind of thing. And you realize every attempt at making a movie in a game just ends in total disaster. And it's better to just make a very, like game style story rather than trying to adapt something else. So anyway, Heavenly Sword, I beat it, I played it, it's entirely forgettable, essentially. And, but yeah, you have these sections where you are usually fighting enemies who have 3 different stances, and there's these other sections where you also have these sieges, and you have to like use these catapults and kill a certain amount of guys before you can continue. But yeah, the whole story is just very honestly generic. Like, I like the main character, I like her design. Actually, I like the main villain in this game. He's actually very funny and very sadistic and cruel, but like at the same time, very like funny in the way that he does it. So he can kind of get away with it. Like he does this whole fake laugh thing. It's okay, but seriously, guys. So yeah, this is definitely a game that I didn't play when it came out. I definitely played it like after the fact just to see, oh yeah, what was this game about? And you're like, oh wow, yeah, no, it's not great. And so yeah, it's just kind of like a linear hack and slash game. There is no real exploration or whatever. It's just like combat, cutscene, combat. So not a lot of RPG elements either. It's very much another like very generic game, like a super generic game that's like, oh no, we're different. No, you're really not different. You're as like everyone else. And again, I don't even really remember the story from this thing. You basically have the Heavenly Sword and you have to like hide it and keep it secret, like it's this ancient blade with falling into the hands of evil and all that, basic stuff, I guess. I don't really care to remember the story, to be honest. Of course, you can also pick up objects in the environment and throw them. You're going to be doing a lot of button mashing, light attacks, heavy attacks. You do unlock other attacks throughout the game, but yeah, this is basically just a mindless hack and slash game mostly. I mean, there's some strategy with the bosses and stuff, but again, I'm really having trouble actually remember anything from a game that I just played not too long ago. That should give you an indication of what this game is like. And yeah, it's kind of like Asian style or an Asian themed, kind of, but in like an alternate universe, honestly. You also have basic things like a combo meter, a health bar. I mean, I really don't know what to say here, honestly. It's you go through the game killing dudes, and that's pretty much it. Alright, you do get different styles for the Heavenly Blade, so it can transform into like a dual blade, which gives you faster attack power, but obviously weaker attacks, and it can transform into a larger blade. It also has this chain effect like God of War, and so it kind of felt like this game was trying to be like female God of War with more emphasis on story. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm really getting from this. And yeah, I also forgot there's this one like arrow shooting mini game where you like guide the arrow in slow motion through the air. There's another part where you have to take out all these guys, and the story is that my clan must defend the sword, and like that's the whole story. I forget everything else about it. And you have this guy who's like the emperor or something who wants it for his power. All that very basic stuff. There is one point though at the end of the game where you fight like a bajillion dudes, and so it's like, oh, look how many enemies we can process on the screen. And it's very much like the climax of Kingdom Hearts, where you're just kind of like mowing through like a bajillion dudes like as a Dynasty Warriors game. And so basically that's the thing that they used in all the trailers, and you go into your super mode and whatever. So yeah, this was a very generic game that tried to pass it off as like a really epic, cool, distinct game, but really was super forgettable. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to really say about it. Heavenly Sword, more like Heavenly Board. Haha, yeah, I got him. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.